All right. Welcome to the IDA podcast. It's our first episode recording in a while. And
Yeah.
I'm X, that's Alonzo. And
No vibes.
you feel what I'm saying? We on, man. So X, I don't know, but just let's talk about your day real quick first.
Well, first, let me see. Actually, I didn't tell you because you had worse than me. So I figured, my little wake up story wouldn't suffice. But I actually kind of woke up late. I had some of the best sleep I've had since, I've lived. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. But I'm just saying. I just had really good sleep, like the type of sleep where you feel like I don't want to, get up type, So I woke up and how usually what I do is I have a very good and bad at the same time. I'm able to hit my alarm, still be in bed, half sleep, but know I have to get up and still not go back to sleep. Like I just have that good ability. I do it every day almost. So that's what I'll do. I feel like it's just a natural reflex to roll over and hit my alarm. It's what I did. And I think I fell back asleep. Yeah. But I was like, if there's half sleep, then I'd say I was like 75% sleep. But like that 25% conscious was like, yeah, you still have to get up. So I still knew to look over at my phone, whatever. When I look, it's 8:09. I'm like, oh. So yeah, that kind of threw me off. But other than that, dang, because it's kind of funny because my day loops into yours at some point. But yeah, just really.
Yeah, I was about to say you can talk about how it loops into mine after you finish talking your day. I'll tell my side.
Really normal. I find that I have extremely normal weekdays and then abnormal weekends. So really just a regular schedule. But
like on the game or something.
Yeah, that and what else? Oh yeah, I didn't tell you this. So we are in the process of, getting our basement fully done or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude down there, they'll be like a black dude or they'll be these Spanish dudes who, don't speak Spanish. I mean, don't speak English too good, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I guess I don't get too involved in that process because, one, I'm not paying for it. Two, it's just like, I'm not that type of person to be fully involved in anything for it. So, but being as though I'm the only one home during the day, I kind of have to take that responsibility of, doing what my parents tell me to tell them, basically, or to let them in or unlock the door, just, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, my mom, they want the basement done like to perfection. And as they should, they're paying a lot of money for it. And, it's something they've been thinking of doing for a long time. So with this being said, there was like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with like how houses are built or how stuff is renovated, but you need insulation in the walls, which means they need to just basically put padding inside of the wall before they put the drywall so that, your pipes don't bust. Mm-hmm. However, they, put the drywall up before, that went up. And, mm-hmm. It's been happening for 4 days. Like they'll come home from work and they'll notice it's not done. And then they'll mention it and it still won't be done. So yesterday, I guess, was just the day my mom wasn't having it. So this morning, we do what we usually do. And she got up and was just like randomly, like just impulsive. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. She literally, I'm sitting down at school on the pair deck. And she's like, you need to be going down there and getting at them because you know Spanish. You know how to speak Spanish, which I don't. I don't. And because, I was good at Spanish at one point and I took advanced courses in Spanish from middle school all the way to high school.
Yeah.
Some in my family, they just, assume I know fluent Spanish, which is.
So you need to go down there and get that done.
far from the truth. Like that lie is being spread throughout my family. They just like speak Spanish. Everybody's just like, you know Spanish, right? Like, no.
Like
I
I would
don't.
not survive a day over there.
That's a fact. Like, so she like, so you don't know what this means. She like showing me stuff, like making me read it. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And she was like, you wouldn't know how to tell them, no. She like, you lying. So anyway, uh, she goes so hard, and looking back, as she should, but at the time this morning, I'm like, yo, you are tweaking.
No,
So she is like,
I don't think she should have went that hard on you.
nah, but look, bro, she is getting pieces of paper, and I don't even think they can, like, it's to the point where, like, nigga, they can't speak English that well, but it's not like they can't comprehend something.
Yeah,
She is literally looking up what she wants to say on Google Translate and writing it like on pieces of paper.
yeah,
And these are like 30 pieces of paper, bro.
yeah.
And she's forcing me to write it. Like, she's like, come on, we gonna hang it and they gonna see it. Since you don't want to talk to them. And literally, like, I don't know what was happening in the first period all day today, because that's what we were doing. I'm like, Ma, like, I just let her have it at some point, but I'm like, Ma, you ODing. Like, I get it. You want it to be done right, as you should. You're paying for it, but, you know, kind of ODing. Like,
Yeah, that's too much.
and then she broke down to me if it's not done right, all the stuff that could happen. So, you know, I understood at some point, but still, like, you ODing.
Yeah.
But, you know, they came, and actually a black dude came first, and he was cool. He was like, yo, going down there, put the installation, and can I use your bathroom real quick? And I was like, yeah. And he just left. So.
Can I borrow some sugar?
So, but yeah, that was my morning. And then this is where me and Alonzo's day loops in, to where I actually started his day. So I want you to just give a little bit of background about last night, and I'll come back to this.
All right, man. So check this out. I thought I had to go into school tomorrow, right? So I set my
tomorrow
alarm.
Being today.
Yeah, today. So I set my alarm for 5:00. Right. I woke up at 5:00. I woke up to a text message from my mom saying, Lonnie, you don't have to go to school today. You have to go to school on Friday. So I go back to sleep. I have all my alarms set. I have 4 alarms set all the way from, I have like 7 o'clock, 7:30, 7:50, 8 o'clock. I sleep through every last one of them. Sleep through my whole first period class. And then X calls me and wakes me up.
So at that point, after my mom had left and everything, and I was at the table, I was actually going to call you before that to tell you how she was ODing. And like, so I was going to call you to tell you how she was ODing, and then she had left. And then I remember I either, because you woke up the first call, I text you like early in the morning. I was like, you at school? Because I figured you was at school. I didn't want to call you while you were at school. You didn't answer my call. So I'm just like, cool, he's probably still asleep, or because you would have been at school. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm just like, whatever. So after that, all that happens, I don't know what made me call you, but I just did. I remember the kid, y'all won't be able to see because of the podcast, but like, he was like, as soon as he woke up, or not woke up, when he answered the FaceTime, he was like at like a what degree angle is it? I forgot, but like, he was just like fully laid down. I'm like, yo, like, I'm expecting him to be like up and like, you know, everything. He's like, nah, like, I just woke up.
Bro, and I'm just like, what time is it? X is like 9:30. I'm like, 9:30. You should have saw the way I was smacking the keys on my keyboard, trying to get it to turn on.
So I just trashed everything I was going to tell him about. I'm like, yeah, let me just let bro get his day started. You know? I thought my wake up story was interesting because me and my mom both, you know, slept late. I had to wake her up actually. So I was just waking everybody up. I'm like the Sandman.
I'm weak, man. So yeah.
What about you? How was your day?
Oh, my day was a really solid day. After getting woken up and missing first period, I really started, like, I actually locked in for school. This is going to be something that we talk about later in the podcast, my fight with school. But I locked in with school and I started getting my work done on time for like the first time in months. And by the end of school, I had nothing to do. Literally, I had no schoolwork. So I sat, and I chilled. Me and my mom's boyfriend had a nice talk and just talking about my philosophy as of late, something that we're going to get into later as well. And it was just a good day. After that, me and my mom went out to Staples in Rehoboth, and I got 2 microphones and some mic filters. Now, I don't know how to set up the mic filters. I don't have anything to set it up with right now, so I'm just using the microphone. But, I got one for me and one for X, and, I got a MacBook charger, got my MacBook back running. That was my day. It's been productive. Shot a video for the podcast, and now I'm eating Applebee's. So, yeah, today's good.
Yeah. Okay. Today's solid. I had a hibachi yesterday. That John hit.
Yo, I made sushi the other day.
That is weird. That is some white people stuff. I've never seen.
It was good though, bro. Look, I ain't make like traditional like straight white rice sushi. No, my rice was brown. I seasoned mine with
like a black man.
Yeah,
as you should.
You know what I'm saying? But it was some good sushi, man.
Like I said, they want good sushi. Right. What I like so much about bringing hibachi home, right?
What?
Is that like being as though you're not right in front of them and they don't have the pressure of actually like making your stuff like good. Sometimes, your steak might be a little flimsy. But the best part about that, I threw it in the oven, bro. I throw it in the oven.
Oh, yeah.
It's different, bro.
Hey, yo.
Bro, you get that little burn on it that they won't have at the restaurant.
Yeah, like the char, like,
Jesus.
Get the smokier flavor out of it. I love stuff that tastes smoky. Like, I love barbecue.
Me too.
And paprika has become one of my favorite seasonings because it makes things taste smoky. You throw some paprika on like a mushroom and taste it, and it tastes a lot better. I'm not even a mushroom person. But yeah.
Higher.
But yeah, man, I want to talk about some of the changes that I've been making in my life and stuff like that when we taking a break from doing a podcast and all that. First and foremost, man, I stopped masturbating 10 days strong.
Makes it master.
Masturbating. I'm done watching porn, all that stuff. It's just, I don't know, man. It was a lot. First and foremost, I think I did it too much. That was one thing. It was a daily thing for me. Sometimes more than once, not sometimes, very often more than one time a day, hornball. But not only that, people are like, there are psychological effects on a man's confidence and things like that. And
yeah, I just thought of something. Nothing. I just imagine someone going crazy at home by themselves.
You're sick, yo.
Just off straight beats. Off the beats like by Dre.
That's terrible. So people, everybody, not everybody, but people are saying there are psychological effects and stuff like that. Now, I don't feel any less confident or secure. But one reason or one thing that was brought to my attention was my brother was like, well, yeah, but even beyond just psychological effects, losing all of that testosterone through, losing your sperm and masturbation is probably not healthy for you. And he said that, and I was like, you know what? You're making a lot of sense right now. And so I made the decision that next Monday I was going to stop. And I haven't done it for 10 days. And after day 3, it's been really easy. This is the longest I've gone in a while. And I plan to keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? Just taking it one day at a time. But yo, X, I'm telling you, once you get past a certain point, you're going to get the urge. But as long as you do things like just stay away from, the things that would kind of turn you on before in terms of superficial stuff, then you're good. Like, I remember other times, my bad, hiccups. I remember, not hiccups with a burp. Other times I tried to quit. Like, I'd go and I'd just watch porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you watching porn and you're trying to quit porn and masturbation? But this time, it's just I haven't had the temptation to do so, bro. I've been following a ton of people on Instagram, just kind of staying to myself. And because of that, naturally, I'm unfollowing a lot of females, especially celebrities. And, so there's no Sweetie, there's no Meg Thee Stallion, there's no Nicki Minaj on my timeline to tempt me. Nothing like that. I've just been cooling it, just been cooling it. That's what happens in terms of that. And I feel like my spirit is, what I'm saying? I feel like my spirit's being lifted by that. It feels good to just, retain all my energy and put it towards somewhere else. You feel me? X, I encourage you to, get out there and do that, bro. I don't know if you've already tried to quit without telling me, but you feel what I'm saying?
Right. Man. I call it, there's a phrase called cooling in hell. And that's how it is, bro. Sometimes you just gotta be cooling in hell. And if I'm in hell, I'm burning. So
what does that mean, bro? Does that mean
cooling in hell is just cooling in hell is just a metaphor for staying calm in a tempting environment, or or in a
I got you.
Something situation. But I said I'd be burning in hell because I wouldn't be able to stay the course.
Man, you can definitely.
If that makes sense. And that's hot sauce, bro. That is hot sauce.
I mean, you less of a hornball to me. I think you can do it.
I don't know. I think there's levels to this. Not levels as in like somebody's up here and somebody's down here, but there's different types of hornballs, and I just fall into a weird category where it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Like some people may be like a quadriplegic in a shootout. Well, I'm like a gunslinger in a shootout, bro. I just have the temptation to pop, man.
You just shoot.
I'm sorry for using all these metaphors, but those who get my drift, man.
Yeah. So, question for you, X. Have you gotten into writing again? I know you used to write when you were younger. Do you still do that?
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Your mom. You act like this a Vlad TV interview. I'll picture it out.
Yeah, that's funny.
Who told you how I used to be writing?
Because they do be doing Vlad like that. They be like, who told you that?
Like, bro, it's on the internet.
Yeah, Vlad, I do my research. But as far as writing, I told you that I just wrote a battle rap bar because I don't know. I just did. I thought it was gonna be click. I thought it was gonna be slick. Like when battle rappers say, "I got a gun so big," it's one of them lines, but it's hard. So that's the best I'm gonna give y'all. I'm still gonna use it one day. Just know. But as far as writing something of substance or something, I feel it's been a minute. Honestly, it's been a minute. I remember writing in 10th grade when I lived in Dover. I actually wrote a love song, which is weird, like a love rap song. Remember when niggas used to do like
Hey Lover, like LL Cool J's Hey Lovers verse?
Nah, not like that. Like it was more so on some like when everybody used to do like challenges and stuff like 10 toes and all that.
Yeah.
But like or So Gone. That's more of a better way to compare it. Yeah. But I wrote that, and that was, to me, even looking back, that was hard. I just didn't have the confidence to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But as of late, I probably should write, but I don't know.
Bro, I've been busting out poems like it's nothing, I swear. I've just been writing, bro. You know I don't write raps, but I write poetry. And I used to write it, and it used to make me angry. But then one time I had a real experience with it where I wrote it and I wanted to scream. And then after that, I've just been good.
Right.
Like after reaching the pinnacle of anger that I can give with a poem, I just I cooled down and I started writing them again. And they started making me happy, yo. Weirdest shit ever. But it's so fun. It's so enjoyable to do it, yo. I wholeheartedly recommend you do it.
Yeah. Maybe that's the thing for me, having to feel it, because I'm the type of person, I've always been like this. I can't focus on one thing, meaning not the way people would think when I just say that, but for example, we used to when I was in this class called criminal justice, those of you who are familiar with that class, we used to always do like meditations at the end of class, which was very healthy. I actually messed with the idea as far as, teachers implementing that in school. But the problem with me is when taking that serious and everybody else in the class taking that serious, I'm the one looking up, looking around. I'm like, I just have a very bad problem with, focusing and
It's like it's Thanksgiving dinner and
everybody's
playing. You're holding everybody's hands, but you're looking up, like looking at the food, like, oh yeah, I'm going for that biscuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? So it'll take something. I don't know what it is to tap into that. And I find myself oftentimes when I write to try to say some slick stuff, like not some bad stuff, but I mean like slick yeah. Like one thing that Jay-Z said that I always wish I wrote personally is when he said his rhymes is like a dart from the vein to the heart. That was like crazy to me. I'm like, that is like some poetic, like deep in my feelings, like type of stuff. So I've never been able to tap into that type of true emotion.
Yeah. I read one of my poems. I just write, whatever is in my heart, you feel what I'm saying? I just write it, bro. Like, and sometimes punchlines do come out because a lot of poems that I write, they're not very direct. They're metaphors for things.
Right.
So, but a lot of the time, bro, I just, whatever I feel, I'm not going to say think, because I don't think I really think anymore. I think I feel stuff. And I just said I think I feel stuff. I don't think no more, man. I feel stuff. Right. And because of that, I just, whatever is in my heart, it spills out on the page. As of late, I've been feeling good. So it's been, very happy things. For a while, I was having this fight with school. Like, you was there. You wasn't there. I think I told you about it like after it happened. But one night, some weeks ago, in the beginning of March, I was just tripping. I identified why I hated school so much, which is because it's a perpetual system of mental slavery to me. It teaches people how to be workers. It teaches people how to push the agendas of the people up top who don't want to see us, live or don't want to see us thrive. And I started getting angry. I started getting angry that was something that I was forced into, and that was something that my family members and my peers are being forced into. And, I started writing about it, and then I got really mad. I started yelling about it on the phone with my brother, started crying about it, and just went through all this stuff. Talked about it with my mom, yelled, cried again, didn't yell at my mom. We don't do that. And, and then talked to X about it. And it was one of those things where I was having a really rough time really thinking about what is going on. And for like a week or two after that, I was trying so hard to just do this fight against school, just stop doing schoolwork and, just when I'm in class, just don't be in class, like just rebelling in my own way. And I remember one day I tried to, I don't try and push people to believe what I believe in, but I do like spreading the knowledge that I have and talking about my spiritual beliefs and things like that. And I remember talking to a few classmates about school and just where I'm at and how I'm in a space where I really don't care about things like money or material things. And I just want to do stuff to do it. And they were just like, well, Alonzo, you have a lot of potential. You could build a business. You could do this. You could do that. And I'm just, in my mind, I'm thinking like, are y'all even hearing what I'm saying? No offense to them. You feel me? We just believe in different things and we're on different paths. But it felt like, it just felt like what I was saying was falling upon deaf ears, like, and that was something that really kind of shook me a little bit, because what I plan to do is use my voice. And I've been so against talking to people about, what's personally going on with me to a very large extent. So when I finally opened up about that, it was one of those things where it was like, oh man, like y'all don't even understand, like what I say this for. Left class for like half an hour, had to have a heart-to-heart with myself, had to talk to my brother about it, came back, finished out the day. And then just ever since that day, things have gotten a little bit better to where now I'm actually doing my schoolwork on time, not conforming to the system that they put in place for us. I still don't believe in it. I still believe it's boof. I still believe it's terrible, but just getting done what the world is telling me I have to get done right now, so I can just, in the future, just live free. You know, I'm not going to college. I really don't need a high school diploma, but I'm gonna do it just to get it out the way and do it because, you know, it's something that my parents ask of me.
Right.
No, and actually, I know I don't think your struggle with school was going this deep. I don't think you was thinking about it this deep, but I know that you was having issues with school at one point too. If you don't mind talking about that.
Yeah, I think my problem more so was missing out on, I still struggle with this, but you know, missing out on the experiences, man. That I feel like that's what did it for me in school. It wasn't learning or being excited to learn every day. And this is just the reality of it. Like it was those little, you know, those little gem moments that would just make the school experience worth, you know,
Like we're going
doing.
like us in the lounge battle rapping in the morning.
Us in the lounge battle rapping, us staying after school, us staying for a battle, not a battle, a basketball game, like
Yeah,
stuff like that. And the fact that, you know, not that anyone's in control of that, but the fact that that's taken away from me, it
mm-hmm.
makes me feel paralyzed, like immobile. And, you know, sometimes that you know, weighs on me. And for a person like me who's in such a shell, you know, I feel like I need that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like, I don't, hold up. It's kind of like it sounds to me like it's kind of a feeling of freedom in a weird way.
Yeah.
Getting out there and just having experiences, whether you're in
Yeah,
school,
I want to put myself in uncomfortable situations so I can later be comfortable. Is basically it. So the fact that I feel like I'm just immobile.
Yeah.
And not kind of making, you know, ideate thing is great, but as far as just like, you know, moving all my classmates and having those experiences, like finally driving to school, just the normal stuff. I don't get that feeling.
Yeah.
And it just, to loop this back to the writing thing, I know we got past that, but I actually like, now I think about it, a lot of the stuff that I would write, they're unfinished thoughts. They're like drafts or whatever in my head, whether I'm in the shower thinking of it or just sitting on the game thinking of it. I started like a mini like draft poem called "I'm Sorry," and it was gonna be different layers of the poem, like different people I'm apologizing to.
Yeah.
Apologizing to myself, friends, and just I guess that's all I came up with. But I was, you know, apologize. What did you say?
It was like your way of repenting, or you know, taking.
No, it was more of like just self awareness.
Yeah, in
like I was apologizing to myself for, you know, my awkwardness, me being afraid, my anxiety.
Yeah,
I was, you know, and just stuff like that. But stuff like that just doesn't get written. It's just a thought that's just like, damn, like I feel that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And stuff like it's caused by real life events. So, and it's stuff I really feel, but it just doesn't get, you know, put to a page.
Yeah. Stuff like that, man. Sometimes it can be some hard stuff to write. That poem that I was talking about earlier, I couldn't finish it. I didn't finish it. No, I still haven't. But some things are meant to be unfinished and left to be opened, and then, you know, you're gonna end up making an indirect sequel to them later. Feel me? But hey, man, we back on. You know what I'm saying? I think we had to take some time for some self-discovery.
Right.
I know, especially in my case, like, this is getting into more of my spiritual beliefs now. Just, I'm doing things, man. I don't call it think it, do it. I know that's what a lot of people are calling it, but I don't call it think it, do it. I feel it, I do it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like doing something, I'm gonna do it, yo. Like,
right.
No, like my brother and his girlfriend, pretty much my sister-in-law, I'm just refer to her as that. They just decided one day to leave Delaware. No, I'm sure anybody who knows me knows this. My brother is like the closest person I have in this world, you know. It's literally X is my best friend. My brother is like, you know, just from the time that me and him was kids, or well, I'm still a kid, but younger kids, me and him was always with each other. And so he finally moved back home after like 4 years, and you know, it's so much easier to see him. And then all of a sudden, he's just leaving, you know, with literally one night's notice. And man, Ass X, that sucked. That was not a good, you know, that was not a good feeling. But there was also some other stuff coming down on me that day too. But you know, that night, me and him had a talk about, you know, getting back on our things in terms of working and getting stuff done. And I told him in that moment, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna get back on it. I'm gonna get on schoolwork. I'm gonna get back on IDA. I'm gonna get back on the music and all that. And you know, that's where the feel it, do it things come from, because now like I don't know what made me snap, but it's in my soul, yo. It's in my heart. Like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. And I've just been doing stuff. Like I'm the type of person where I clean up my room and wreck it in the same day. Not this week. This week I haven't done it once. You know what I'm saying? My room has been fairly clean all week. I still got to vacuum, you know, light a candle, but my room has been clean, bro. And X, you've been to my house plenty of times. You know what my room looks like by the end of the weekend. So imagine the whole week. No, bro. My room has stayed clean. I'm just cooling it, doing things. I started drinking less soda and eating less sugary things. I'm cutting, you know, my sugar down. And, you know, next thing I'm going to work on is carbohydrates, because I eat a lot of carbs. Literally, as we're on this podcast, I'm eating boneless wings and mozzarella sticks. That is a ton of carbs. It's all breading. So, you know, but I'm enjoying stuff, man. Just and now positive things are coming to me. You know, the law of attractions. Like, I haven't talked about this on a podcast, but I have a little brother who, if I'm not mistaken, primarily lives in Florida now, and me and him hadn't talked in like a year. And then the other day, he just hit me up, and I'm like, dog, I'm freaking out. I'm on the phone with X. I'm like, what? No way. And, you know, me and him talked on the phone, and he's doing so much positive stuff. Like he's making music. He's making music. He's really out here. He's practicing discipline early. I don't know if I told you this, X. He doesn't even talk to females. Bro, he's 12 and 5'10", 127 pounds. He don't even talk to girls. Like, he's just
on purpose?
On purpose, bro.
I don't know if that's too good, but good for him, but not for me. Jesus Christ, I need that.
I'm weak.
Nigga, when you 5'10" at that age, your confidence, Jesus.
Yo, bro, he doesn't talk to females. He grinds. I see him put out, you know, he sends me new music stuff. He's been sending me new music stuff every single day. You know, he said that he just recorded 3 songs today. Like, I respect it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the music that he makes is something I enjoy or it's for me. But he has talent, and I'm gonna support him either way, because that's my little brother, you know. And he's doing something positive from such a young age, yo. And I'm just like, bro, like the universe is just bringing these things my way. Even other things that a lot of people probably wouldn't consider happy, but just experiences that I enjoy. I experienced shared pain for the first time in a really long time. The other day, like last Friday or something, it was so interesting. I was talking to this female, and me and her were just talking, and she's like 2 years younger than me. And, you know, she was talking about her life experiences and things like that, and how, you know, she was just laying her problems on me. I'm a therapist for a lot of people. I was playing therapist, not playing. I was being a therapist. And sometimes it felt like I was talking to myself. And all of a sudden, yo, as she's talking about her stuff and she's crying, I can hear it in her voice, but then tears just start rolling down my face. And I'm like, what is this? What is going on? And it's like my heart started hurting for her. It was such an unusual feeling. Like the next day, I had to do all types of stuff, all the things that make me feel free. You know, I had to go and, you know, pull all the pillows off the couch cushion and fall on the pillows and all that stuff. Like I had to talk to people. I had to take a super long shower. It just, my spirit and my energy was off after that, because it was something I was so unused to. Not saying it was a negative thing. No, that was a great experience. I'm so glad I had it. It opened my eyes. Felt like I unlocked another part of my heart right there. But yeah, man, I'm just, the spiritual steps that are being taken is just, I'm loving it. I'm loving life right now.
Right.
So yeah, bro. Like,
I think the break was important for me. It made me realize, like, I think I had this false subconscious, idea in my head that I had it, everything was falling into place, which, it still is. I feel like stuff is going to happen and it's all going to be, how I imagine it. But I had this false sense ever since the photo shoot that stuff was just, everything was already in place. Like everything that was going to happen, it was going to happen. There was, we're going to have to deal with, the beginning stages of everything, but, everything else is just already set for us. And for myself, mostly, I should say. But I figured out, like, or I feel like, let me rephrase this whole thing. I think I messed everything up I was trying to say. But even before the photo shoot, like, since we started the IDA thing, I felt like that all the problems I was dealing with before, like being mad and angry and not knowing who I am, insecurity, confidence, everything was just gone. Because, I went through, my whole journey between, how stuff was before, how it is now. It's definitely a lot better, but I had this false sense that everything was just gone. Like, I'm good now and, no worries.
Like, I don't have to deal with any more of my past problems.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say I had a rude awakening, but it definitely hit me over the head to where it's like, dang, nigga, like, you still dealing with this stuff. You're still dealing with not the same issues, but more issues, new issues, stuff you found out about yourself.
Yeah, and sometimes stuff that can come back in new forms.
Yeah. So I dealt with a lot of that to where it's like, nigga, just because you got this, IGA is up and you're actually doing something productive with yourself. You don't have it all figured out and you're not just good and your spirit is just not like, fully healthy. You still got some stuff to, learn and go through and stuff like that. So I'm currently working on that right now. Like just getting out of the state of feeling paralyzed is the best way to say it.
I got you, yo, because I was feeling like people was trying to control me, and that's something I'm not gonna do. Like I told myself, or I've been telling myself, like, yo, like you are gonna live the life of a revolutionary, but in your own way, and
right.
And so I felt like school was trying to control me, yo, and I didn't like it. But once I got into the mindset of just, you know what, yo, school isn't going to stop you from living, but that doesn't mean that you have to sit here and go against everything so hard. Some like take your own advice and just go with the wind. You feel me?
Right.
So that's what I'm doing now, bro. Just go with the wind.
Yeah. So I'm taking, small steps to feel mobile. Like feel, and not just physically, not physically. I don't want to get that misconstrued. It's more mental. So I told Lonzo, I'm going to start trying to pick him up and start driving on the weekends.
Like go places.
Stuff like that get your mind out of a paralyzed state.
Yeah.
Like I can be in one spot the whole day and feel like I'm moving 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
It's happened. I've done it. Even though that might not be the best thing, but it
but it's still productivity, you still steps.
Mental productivity. So I feel like I'm in a spot where I don't want to feel paralyzed. I don't want to feel immobile.
Yeah, like
I don't want to feel left behind.
Yeah, definitely, yo. I understand that feeling, and something about me is there was moments like in this break where I was like, maybe people are catching up with me. This is something that I hate it. This is something that I'm working on, but I feel like I always have to be in control. I have control issues and stuff like that. That was another reason why school was getting at me. And part of me maintaining control is feeling like I'm mentally ahead or something like that. And I'm just like, well, why do you care about where these other people are at? They're not you. Like, you got to learn to meet people at their level. these are the things that I'm being told and telling myself. Just like, yo, like meet people at their level. Like, not everybody's gonna get what you're saying because not everybody's going through what you've gone through. Early on in high school, I went through situations where I was completely embarrassed, completely stripped down, all that type of stuff, getting suspended for, getting head in the school bathroom and having a drug overdose, all that. That's the type of stuff that prepared me to move now for me to like, you ain't go through all that to compare yourself to people. You're not like nobody.
Right.
Nobody's going through what you've been through. And not saying that my struggle is the hardest struggle ever. No, I know plenty of people who have harder lives than me. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy.
Right.
And most importantly of all, whether it was easy or not, it was mine. And that's how I wear it like it's mine. I don't wear it like I'm sitting like Logic, getting kidnapped and everything. I didn't get stabbed and then knocked out in the same day. No, that's not. No, but I'll tell you what, I can't compare my struggle or who I am or my mental acuity to nobody else because we're different people with different lives who want to do different things.
Right.
Bottom line. And we have different environments. We taught different things. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, that was one thing with this, just everything about myself is like, if I've been away or I've been, been like just out of attention or just people not seeing me, I want to come back the next time they see me after, it's been a long time, it's been some weeks or something. I want to come back and be like, damn, that nigga X, he got better, or he changed, or he dresses better, or he's working, he's getting money, he's doing something. Like since the last time I seen him, and I learned I can't get caught up in that. At all.
Because waiting on people to acknowledge your change is just going to cause you to make changes for the worse. That's where, I've really dropped the superficial part of my life. I don't care about that. I don't care about the way people look or the way people dress. That's all an expression of them, so I let them do that. Do I have my opinions? Do I think some things look better than others? Yeah. But I'm in a state where I just worry about myself. Like, literally, I just worry about myself. I learn things my own way. It's the funny, I've been getting taught a lot, like life lessons by all the anime that I've been watching lately. And I haven't even watched anime all week, but like whole month up until this point and February, I was torching the anime. You can ask X. I probably finished and for me, this is a lot. I'm sure there's some anime watchers who do more, but I probably finished 2-3 anime in a week. And it's just I was learning, but I wouldn't call it productive. I was absorbing a lot of energy and not doing anything with it. And then on top of that, my MacBook broke. So, but I'm just sitting here, and with that time, I'm absorbing so much art, and I'm absorbing these lessons on all these metaphors for these things that, I'm starting to discover now. And then I'm glad that I had that experience, and it's led me to really just wanting to be a free roamer. I don't care about school. I don't care about money. I love IDA, but I'm done treating IDA like a business. IDA is a passion of ours. That didn't come about because we wanted money. It came about because we wanted to do something. That's bottom line. When Keith walked into the culinary that day and was like, you know what, I want to start something that had nothing to do with money, when I was like, yeah, let's do it. It was just let's start, let's do something. We're young, we're creative, we're fun people. Why not?
Right.
And I feel like for a while we was trying to treat it like a business. It's not a business. It's a lifestyle.
Right.
That's bottom line. You know how hip hop isn't a genre, it's a lifestyle. This distraction stuff, it's a lifestyle. You remember that one day I came up with it. It was the multiversal indifference equation or something like that.
I still don't mess with that to this day. I just hope you know that.
That's fine. You don't got
that's your thing. Yeah, that's your thing.
Yeah, but either way though, it's all types of just stuff coming my way. And something that I've said to other people, and something that my brother said to me one day when I was tripping about school. He said, right now it's raining on you. Are you going to sit there and get wet and just be mad about it? Or are you going to play in the puddles?
Right.
And I decided to play in the puddles, yo. Enjoy your life. Go out there and live.
That's what I would say. If I had any advice for anybody going through their own individual journey, just get comfortable with uncomfortability.
Yeah,
That's been my biggest struggle. If I had to pick one struggle in life out of like all the stuff I've went through and all the stuff I battle with, is comfortability and uncomfortability.
yeah,
Like people who get just cool in hell, I gotta give it up to them. I'm still learning how to do that.
yeah.
And the only way you can learn how to be cool in hell is just be in hell.
Yo, literally,
Put
just go
your
out there and live, bro. Like
put
hell,
yourself in these uncomfortable
like
environments, bro.
don't let hell stop you from drinking water if you want to drink water. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like nigga, like if I want a water bottle, I'm gonna go get that joint. I don't care where I'm at.
That's a fact.
No, I don't care if I'm in the Sahara Desert. If I'm gonna leave hard enough, I'm gonna find some water. You know, it's somewhere. One of these cactuses is holding it. You know,
Right. Be uncomfortable, man. Get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Get uncomfortable.
Like, yeah, man. It's been a lot, yo. Just been learning. What I was told by one of my cousins is that my family can tap into clairvoyance, which is it's pretty much a superpower. Just look up clairvoyance. I don't got the dictionary definition, but it's like it's kind of like seeing into the future in a way, or seeing some type of stuff that helps you understand something. It's hard to say, but as of late, I've been having visions. These visions are pretty personal.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
These visions are pretty personal, so I'm not about to go super in depth, but just there was one about me being a revolutionary, and there was one about me living a normal life, you know, and I was out. I was like, well, what do they mean? What do they mean? And I texted X, and X gave me some of the best advice I've ever heard. He was just like, combine the pictures, and what do you get? And, you know, it was like, you can be a revolutionary, but you can also live a normal life and be happy. You know, revolution doesn't have to be your life.
Right.
So, yeah.
I feel like it's a sense of having control and letting go at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a great balance between that.
Definitely is. Because, man, that first picture, because the first one, I thought it was a very intense one. I had an AK in my hand. Like, it was super intense. I was dressed in like a Middle Eastern garb, and there were some other people with me, but once again, personal stuff. So, yeah, it was, but just been learning certain things. Like, it's a very interesting way of living life that I feel like I'm going through right now. But like I told myself, when you get out of high school, you know, you may not know where you're going, just know that you're going.
All right.
You're preparing yourself now. You're like, I don't plan, but I'm planning at the same time by living the way I choose to live right now.
Right.
No. So, you know, I'm preparing myself right now. I don't know if there's anybody who wants to rock with me, who wants to go with me. I could really care less. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I wouldn't, you know, take somebody along with me or nothing like that. You know, I'd love to have an adventure with somebody, go across the country, go across the world. That's just like, yeah, bro, like let's just hop in the car and leave and just live. Yeah, I'm down. But something about me, I don't like pushing my things, like my way of living and stuff like that on other people.
Right.
Why it's one of those things that I don't press X to do. You know, I do press X to not press, but I do encourage some of the spiritual stuff. Like, you know, it's about to be sunny outside. Like, go outside, bare feet, walk in the grass, absorb some sun, absorb that energy. But I'm not sitting here like, yo, never plan anything again. Like, no. Like, that's the way I choose to live. Some people are structured and organized.
Right.
That's the bottom line. You feel me? So that's all that is, man. But yeah, I think we're good. I don't really have much else to talk about in this moment, bro.
I mean, neither. We gone.
Hey, man, hold up real quick. Now, I haven't been watching battle rap.
Oh my God. Matter of fact, bro, did you see the Hitman and Cassidy face off about to come out?
No.
They said they got crazy. Like, Hitman picked up his bag with his gun in it and sat it by him during the face off.
Hitman is going to murder him that battle. It's not even.
Yeah, things got intense. I can't wait to see the face off. If anything, the face.
Yeah, nah. I feel like Hitman is an underrated person in terms of face offs. Hitman, he's not like crazy.
It's because he doesn't have many. That's the thing.
Yeah, but Hitman can talk. I'm pretty sure everybody remembers "Go Get the Water, Red."
Yeah.
or he said, "I say shit that niggas don't say," and then you apologize.
You apologize for it.
I love Hitman got some nice face off haymakers, man.
Yeah,
so I'm definitely. And Cassidy is arguably the best. Cassidy just says stuff, and whether it's true or not, it's just funny.
Yeah.
He said, "Mook is my young bull."
Yeah, Cassidy reminded me a lot of my brother. It's just blind confidence, man.
Yo, man. But yeah, definitely check. I might check that battle out. I don't know if they post it on YouTube. I'll check it out. I really don't watch Rare Breed, especially because nobody's been on there since this whole pandemic stuff. All the big battlers have been on URL. Yeah. Hey man, that's all we got for y'all, yo. Stay indifferent. Shirts coming soon. You know, not to be rude or anything. I just want to do it to do it, you know. But I hope y'all buy it, get the message, get the energy.
But with the merch,
I'm weak. Merch and bow. But yeah. Oh man, stay indifferent. And subscribe, like, share, do what you do. Honestly, I could care less. I think you should just do it because we cool people. So yeah.
I do this for my mom. We out.
I'm weak. I do this for Miss Gladys, boy.